Hi, good evening. We are doing ECE 2002 Assessment 1. This is a group video presentation. Four of us we are doing four developmental theories. Before my presentation, I am doing acknowledgement of the country. I acknowledge the traditional owners of the land on which we are on. I pay my respects to their elders past, present and future. Thank you. In our group presentation, we are doing these theories: Maithili Rajendran, Rudolf Steiner, Aruna Popala, Maria Montessori, Himajyoti, Lava Vygotsky, Rupinder Purwal, Erik Erikson. Here is the contents in our presentation. What does each theory tell me about children? According to the Steiner's approach, the first 7 years are critical in determining the future well-being of children, as this is when the foundation are laid for later learning and healthy development. According to the Vygotsky theory, he talks about how the children develop their cognitive and social skills when they interact to each other. According to the Erikson, he believes in stages of physical development, birth to 12 months, 1 to 3 years, 3 to 6 years. We agree with him that most of 3 years children are energetic and they are ready to learn. They are more willing to listen and learn from teachers, parents, and other children. According to the Maria Montessori, this method supports a child individuality. Children can examine items in the learning environment. Instead of using traditional teaching strategies, the Montessori method education focuses on the natural play. Does this theory fit with my present view of children? Steiner theory enabled practitioners to support children's development as early years setting, provide children with resources and activities that allow children to prepare for the future. For example, the home corner teaches children about cooking. Vygotsky theory fit my present view of children 3 to 5 years group, as this age group of children play together and interact with each other. When they interact with each other, they develop their language and cognitive skills. They will learn ideas from each other. In early year setting, some children need teachers' guidance to regulate their behaviors, as Vygotsky mentions in this theory. Does this fit with my present view of children? Erikson theory supports children to be independent as possible and focus on gains as children learn skills by making mistakes in line with their own abilities. Example: cooking experiences, children chopping food by themselves. Maria Montessori theory supports children by taking care of themselves and the environment, practicing grace and courtesy, coordinating one's physical movements. Prac- Practical life improves the development of task, organization, and cognitive order.
How can I use this theory in my practice? According to Vygotsky, a teacher offers a child as a scaffolding. He believed that to scaffold for children, teachers need to be keen observers. Steiner often gives the following example regarding a rag doll: give a child a handkerchief or a piece of cloth. Knot it so that a head appears above and two legs below, and you have made a doll or a kind of clown. As per Erikson, teachers should not only consider developmental stages but also approach individual factors that they are capable of day-to-day experiences. Plan to make pizza with children as a real cooking experience. Provide children butter pads to chop vegetables and make own dough with them. Children will be given the choices to select toppings for their own pizza. According to Maria Montessori, a teacher's job is to individually mentor and advise each student while allowing them to develop their own learning path. Before educating the children, learners and teachers should practice and study the organized lessons as well as the created materials. As a teacher, we will observe the children's learning process and where they are capable of going. From our observations, we will gather information about the children's knowledge and capabilities, and we will support the children's learning. We want to use these ideas and procedures in our workplace. Brief introduction of theory and why it is chosen. In Steiner's philosophy, free play supports the proper developmental of the will, and children are trusted to work out identities, relationships, fantasy, and reality for themselves through play. Play materials should be simple and open-ended, including natural materials and objects, which allow children to transform them with their imagination.
Gotsky theory talks about how the children develop their cognitive and social skills when they interact with each other. He believed the interaction contributes to children's construction of knowledge, to their learning. One of the most important concepts of Gotsky's theory is zone of proximal development. He talks the children need support in extending scaffolding of their learning to develop their knowledge. Erickson thinks children learn to make decisions through play. They feel devastated by small crises. It's important not to condemn child's feeling. We need to focus on children's achievement, not their mistakes. Maria Montessori believed that education should encourage independence, and that's a teacher's job to watch over and encourage a child's natural psychological development. Rudolf Steiner's theory of education emphasizes the importance of learning through play and hands-on experience. Steiner's philosophy free play supports the proper development of will, and children are trusted to work out identity. Erickson discussed three stages. First one is from birth to 12 months, trust versus mistrust. Second one is year 1 to 3, autonomy versus shame. And the third one is year 3 to 6, initiative versus guilt. Vygotsky believed that when children share language experiences, it helps to build their cognitive development. He believed that talking is necessary to clarify important points, but also talking with others help to develop communication. Maria Montessori theory encourages teachers to step back and follow the child, letting the child interest take the lead. It emphasized that children are inherently curious and capable of opening the door to learn by play.
The similarities, differences, and limitations of each theory. The similarities are Montessori, Steiner, and Vygotsky theories are explaining that teachers needs to be observed to find the children's current knowledge to strengthen their learning. Steiner and Erickson prefer nature play. In the early childhood years, children will prefer imagination play. These four theories believe in different developmental stages. Differences are while Steiner schools tend to focus more on the spirit, flexible thinking, and moral and social development, Montessori schools place a strong emphasis on learning practical skills. Vygotsky talks about the child's development only, whereas Erickson talks about from child to adult. Limitations are Montessori theory, the lack of consistent quality implementation, difficulty in transitioning to higher education, and high tuition. Erickson's theory, lack of empirical support. While widely influential, Erickson's theory has limited empirical support. Vygotsky theory doesn't count for slower rate of cognitive development in children. The conclusions of these four theories, these developmental theories have been a resource to early childhood education, and they help to explain how child development unfolds, sources of vulnerability and protection that influences child development. Understanding factors which may support and integrating this knowledge into their work with children and their families are key to supporting healthy developmental outcomes and creating trusting partnership with teachers. These are the
Thank you.
references we have included here. Thank you.